physical therapist and joins us here on ESPN for injury analysis. And she's brought props. Have you been wandering the desert here with bones? What's going on?
No, but I've been wandering the streets of Chicago. This could be Carlos Quentin's shoulder, which he injured last weekend. You're going to see the injury here. He goes to make a diving catch in the outfield. That's often how you suffer an AC sprain, which is what he's got. And right landing on the point of the shoulder. That's how the injury happens. Very painful.
Now, they've been hoping he could come back sometime this week, but it keeps getting later and later. What's happening?
Well, it's going to be pushed back till next week, most likely, and that's why I brought the prop. It's always fun to have show and tell. This is a shoulder. Now, it's the right shoulder. He injured his left, but you see the collarbone in the front. This is the tip of the shoulder blade. The acromion is the point here. The acromion and the clavicle, AC, that's the joint. When the ligaments get torn here, these two bones can move apart or separate. Sometimes it's called a separated shoulder. If it's a less serious injury, like his, they just call it a sprain. But nonetheless, it's painful.
Yeah.
And you might think this is not such a big deal for him because it's his non-dominant shoulder. But it's the batting stance where it becomes an issue. One of the hardest things to do after this type of injury is raise your arm out to the side. He has a high left arm in his batting stance, and that's why it's difficult for him. He can't swing the bat. Till he can do that, he can't come back.
So he might not be able to help the White Sox here when they need him most this week and the next week.
Right, and they're just going to have to see when does the pain subside enough that he can actually get the range of motion to get into the batting stance.
The Phillies leading the NL East, and they are without their shortstop right now. Jimmy Rollins is on